Hello, my name is Brittany Sullivan, and I'm currently a student at Liberty University. For this discussion board, I'll be discussing two women, Abigail Adams and Betsy Ross, and their role as an influential woman and the impact that they had on the outcome of America. The sources that were used to complete this discussion board were Abigail Adams, published in 2017 by Kira Stevenson, Abigail Adams, A Writing Life by Edith Bell, and How Betsy Ross Became Famous by Laurel Thatcher Ulrich. To start us off, Betsy Ross, the woman who might or might not have created the American flag that we all know and love today, is an American icon. Ulrich tells within the article that even though Betsy Ross is the known maker of the American flag, there is little evidence that she did or did not create the flag. And a story that many Americans know well might or might not contain the truth. But regardless of whether or not Betsy Ross actually created the American flag during the time of the Revolutionary War, she still lives on within American history as an icon to all of the people, but mostly women. When it came to making their marks on history, the name Abigail Adams was not far behind Betsy Ross. So who is Abigail Adams? Abigail Adams was the wife of the second president of the United States. Her husband, who was John Adams, helped with the founding of the United States by contributing to the American Revolution and within the politics that followed. Even though her husband was the President of the United States, Abigail Adams made a name for herself by sharing her thoughts. Throughout a portion of the time of the Revolutionary War, Abigail Adams and her husband John Adams were separated, with Abigail staying at home and John Adams helping to develop a new country. When they were separated, Abigail Adams frequently wrote letters to her husband. Throughout her letters, Abigail expressed her thoughts on the rights of women during that time period. Abigail believed that women should be educated. However, men did not agree with that notion. Men of the 18th century believed that a woman did not need to be educated in order to fulfill her role as a woman and a homemaker. But Abigail argued that if a woman was to be better educated, then she could better teach her son how to become a better leader. Through every letter, Abigail advised her husband with decisions that he would have to make, and with every word, she gave strong opinions about the times that they were living in, and about issues that involved women. As time continued to pass, John Adams kept the letters that came from his wife. The letters that were written by Abigail Adams were published and inspired women for years to come. Through her written words, Abigail shared her thoughts and her beliefs, and in turn became, whether she knew it or not, a women's rights activist at the birth of this country. Even though it took years for the world to share her ideas, her words carried meaning through all of those years. Both Abigail and Betsy were leading women of their time. When women were supposed to just raise their children and to tend to their home, these two women stood for a woman's rights to be able to work and to become better educated.